Morning, everyone. It is about 5:15 in the morning, and therefore I have the ugly red shirt on. This is the uniform for my paid job, the pay the bills job, which starts in about 15 minutes. And I decided to try something different today. I am going to take you through my day and see how far I get with word count, because I am in the last act of my book and I really need to get that done. So yeah, as a general rule, I really hate vlogs. I'm not a huge fan of them, but they seem to be popular. I mean, to me, I don't understand why I would want to follow someone through their day and watch them do their chores, but other people enjoy it. I'm doing it mainly to see if it helps me with accountability. So that is my curiosity. What I'm hoping to accomplish today, now it's Friday, so normally I would have additional work hours in the evening. I only have a couple in the morning, but those work hours did not materialize for me today. So I decided to take that as a sign that I would use today as a writing day and see how close to done I can get with this book. So I am going to go to my work and then I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, it is just shy of 7 o'clock and I finished up my last teaching session. The last one was not on the schedule, so that was new. And I have become highly popular because both my mom and my sister sent me notes during that last session, so I have to call back. But first things first, I'm going on to the most important thing in life, which is coffee. And I forgot my coffee cup on my desk. So I'm going to make my coffee. I'm going to call my sister back. And then I have another appointment I almost forgot about. So I'm going to be doing that. Okay, so I have my coffee. Yay. And I had to finish up my grading. Unfortunately, you note I have not yet gotten changed and ready for my day. And that's because I was on the phone with my sister. She had a longer drive this morning than usual. And that puts me straight into the time now for my appointment. I just have twice a week, I have a phone call with a friend of mine in and a reader actually in Switzerland. So this puts off my schedule a little bit because when I finish this phone call, I'm going to have to then get ready for my day, which I haven't been able to yet. I was hoping to do it before the phone call. Then get ready, and then I have an errand to go run. I need to go get some groceries. And because I do not keep a car, that's going to take me at least 2 hours to get out to the market and back again because of the market that I want to go to. So I'm not sure when I'm going to get to start in on my dictation sprints for my book, but when I do, I will let you know. Erinnerst du, wenn du mir gesagt hast, dass ich soll einen Vlog machen? Okay, so, ich habe jetzt eine Idee für heute. Made it home, finally. That was the worst possible time I could have gone out on that walk. I think I left at about 10. It is now noon and it's lunchtime. I'm hungry, so I'm going to finish up with these groceries, have something to eat, and then I bet you it will be time for my sister to call me again. And yeah, maybe at some point today I actually get into my point and purpose, which is working on my book. So we'll see. Okay, it is about just shy of 1 p.m. and I have had my lunch. I am all set to get started. I forgot to close the windows, so noise. Sorry about that. And I am going to forego my scarf for the moment. Yes, I do normally wear a scarf all the time when I'm out. I don't normally do that at home, so I'm not going to do that for this because you're following me around at home. I did hear from my sister. She is about to call me, so after I get through chatting with her, I will begin on sprints, but I'm not going to butt in before then, if that makes sense. I'm just going to, the next thing I'm going to do is just show you my sprints and maybe have a pause at the end of the first round to tell you a little bit more about them. And then from there, I'm just going to go to the end of the day and let you know how it went. I'm back. So round 1 of sprints is complete. I did 4 20-minute sprints with 10-minute breaks in between. I used to do 25-minute sprints, but they seemed a little bit long, especially when I ran out of ideas of what to say. And the 5-minute breaks were really short. So I'm testing this out to see how it goes. In my last quasi-test, the last round of dictation that I did a few days ago, it seemed like there wasn't a huge difference in word count between the 20 minutes and the 25. Basically, if I'm on a roll, my best words are going to be at the beginning of those sprints anyway, instead of at the end. So I'm running with that. I'm hoping that I came somewhere close to 5,000 words, so that if I do another 2-hour round of these 4 sprints, I will hopefully get close to 10,000 words, and that is my goal for today. I know I have not mentioned that yet because I didn't want to jinx myself, but I do want to see if I can get to a 10K day, especially with how late in the day that I started, seeing if I can still make that happen before it's bedtime. I currently have my sprints transcribing on my computer. That will take probably at least 15 or 20 minutes, and I am taking now roughly a half-hour break before I attempt to do this again. I should note that on a normal day, this would be quitting time for me. I would not do more than 2 hours worth of sprints because it's a lot. It's tiring. It's a lot of mental work. And I really don't understand how some people can do these day-long marathon sprints. I enjoy it. I enjoy watching other people do it. I enjoy hearing about it, but it's not something that I really feel I can do effectively because I know my own kind of creative brain capacity peters out when I'm getting to the fourth scene or the end of my 2 hours. But as said, I do want to try for another round today. That is my plan. The only thing that's kind of going to mess up this next segment is that I potentially have a class to teach at 6:30. It's, I said about 4 now, so I won't quite make my full 2 hours before then. I'll have to take a break and do that if I have a class to teach. As of this morning, I did, but then when I checked this afternoon, that class was no longer there, and the school I work with is notorious for putting in a last-minute class. So I'm not looking forward to that. If you know me, you know I do not do last minute. I hate last minute. This is where I'm at, and you saw kind of how I go about doing my sprints, so it will just be a repeat of that for this additional 2 hours, and I will check in at the end and let you know whether or not I accomplished that 2 hours and what my total word count is at the end. So, see you then. Okay, hello, I'm back. I have just completed the second round of my dictation sprints. It is like 6:50, so it's not quite 7 p.m. And I wanted to give you the numbers on where I'm at and how close I came to my goal of 10,000 words and whether or not I'm going to need to continue for tonight. So my totals from the first round of sprints, the first 2 hours, was 4,226 words. My total from the second round was 4,718 words, and that left me with a total of 8,944 altogether. So just shy of 9,000 words. That's not too terrible. To get to 10,000, I only need a little more than 1,000 more words. So I am going to probably give that a try as my neighbors make noise. Are they gone yet? Okay, back to what I was saying. I only need 1,000 more words. So how was that? I spent 4 hours of time working on my book, and I got close to 10,000 words done. This is not too far off from what I was getting numbers-wise when I was doing the 25-minute sprints, but I think the slightly longer pause, the slightly longer breaks are better for me. They just seem like it gives me more rest in between than the 5-minute breaks did. So I think I like the 20 minutes better. And yeah, now I do still have one more scene to call this manuscript. To call the manuscript complete. However, technically I have 3 unwritten scenes that are placed where they need to go, but the additional 2 are just the love scenes. I have 2 in my full-length books, and I already know what's going to happen there. Those are usually not the difficult ones to put together. So I have left those for last. I do have one other normal scene. It's the epilogue, and that one I can work on in one more sprint in a little bit, but I'm tired. At the moment, I'm just tired. Now, luckily, that potential class that I would have had to teach, that did not materialize, so I did not have to take a break in between that, but I am going to take a break now. I don't know, maybe veg out over some YouTube or make myself a decaf coffee or tea or something and relax a little bit. But I am going to take, at a minimum, half an hour, maybe an hour. I don't want to wait too long because I turn into a pumpkin about 9 p.m. So I don't want to get too close to that cutoff, and I want to be able to finish this final 1,000 words and let you know that I finished it to complete my day, round out my day, and let you know how it went. So that is the plan, and I will see you in a little bit. Done. All right, everyone, it is going on 8:30. It's like 8:25 right now. And I just finished up that final 20-minute sprint. And surprise, surprise, I was able to actually write 1,280 words. And the funny part was something came up during that final scene that I had not planned on. So the majority of those words were not actually words I planned to write. So that's always fun, right? And that brings my grand total for today to 10,224 words. And my grand total of actual writing time, meaning 20-minute sprints, I did 9 of them. So that would be 3 hours of actual technical writing time. It does break down, I believe, into about an average of 3,408 words per hour, which for me is pretty good. I know there's a lot of fuss and bother about the whole 5,000 words per hour thing, but I mean, it's nice to have those numbers. I personally don't think they're realistic for a few different reasons, but that's a whole other video. But I do think sprints are very valuable, and I had a great time with today's 10K day. This was not the norm for me. As already mentioned, I don't like to do more than 1 2-hour block because I get tired. I did notice that I had an easier time this time around than I did back in April. You'll remember I did some monitoring of my writing time in April, and I had some issues connected to not having my outline really worked out well enough. So I think I'll have to think some more on that and how I want to present that in better words, because right now I'm tired. And that can be a video for next time about continuing lessons learned. So thank you for joining me for today. I hope you kind of enjoyed wandering through my day with me, and that you have seen 10K is achievable, and it is achievable without massive stress and with relatively few hours. So if this video was enjoyable, please do let me know in the comments, because as I said, I am not really a vlog person, so I don't have a huge amount of incentive to do vlogs unless you guys want them, unless you like these videos and want to see more of them. If that is the case, then I will attempt to do this again for you. What I do think might be interesting, this was an atypical writing day for me because of the amount of time I was able to give it. So if you want to see more of a typical writing day or an ideal writing day, I can attempt to put those together for you also. So thank you again. Please remember to subscribe and/or hit the notification bell, give a thumbs up, all of that good static stuff. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, happy reading.